gas up the Jeep, it's good to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. The highway is long, the wheels turning round. Pack up the cook stove and the bowls. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I are on the road.
Hey everybody, I'm out and about again today. I'm down here in the Valley of the Sun, down in the heat. We are going out to do a little bit of rockhounding, and we are going to head over to the Lake Pleasant area to see if we can find some thunder eggs, which is always a lot of fun. We're going to be kind of walking up and down some of those washes and stuff, see what we can find. So I hope you enjoy this little adventure. Anyway, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, we are out walking up this big wash here. I'm hoping to find some thunder eggs. I think this whole area is all rhyolite, and it's my understanding that these sort of thunder eggs are a type of geode, I think, that breaks out of the rhyolite formation here. But I think we're going to be coming up to an area where we're going to find some. So my son Jack comes out here quite a bit. He's over there. He's found quite a few out in this area, so we're going to see what we can find. So we should start seeing some of these thunder eggs popping up. But that's cool. It's like all these purples and reds and all that. Really cool. Find one?
Not a good one, but
oh yeah.
Oh, it's actually probably not terrible.
Yeah. Possibly hollow.
Doesn't feel hollow, but
yeah,
it could be decent. I probably won't, but if you want to keep it, we can cut it. This is all on us styrofoam.
Yeah. So here's a thunder egg right here. It's not, like he was saying, it's not like a perfectly shaped one. Sometimes you know, you can tell from the outside what may be inside, although the fun thing about these is always a surprise inside. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Jack was just pointing out this is an area here where one of those, possibly one of those thunder eggs kind of broke out of this rhyolite here. You can see kind of like that dish-shaped indention here where it probably broke out of. There's like a little mini nodule there, and then this really rough common opal in here.
Yeah.
And the chalcedony.
Sometimes it's real blue. Yeah. But get better.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting a little closer.
Little chunks all over.
Yeah, we're starting to see.
Wherever you go, it usually starts popping out.
We're seeing little bits and more of cool stuff. It's pretty rugged terrain out here. Like I said earlier, we're in the Lake Pleasant area. Lake Pleasant is ways back that way, maybe a mile or so back that way. But we are in some of the washes. We're in one of the washes right now to the west of the lake there. Find a good one. Oh yeah, look at that.
That one's pretty cool. Might
Look at
still be cool, actually.
Yeah, you polish it up. You can see that.
Yeah.
The agate.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Found a bunch of cattle out here. There they are. Up under the shade tree. Oh, there they go. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you can see in this little bit of water here, there's like little toads all over, little frogs. See, here's one. Oop. Look at these guys. They're hopping all over. There he is. Get them all. Millions of them. Oh yeah, it's good. That's perfect. Look at that.
Good one.
And it's got that reddish color going through, so maybe there'll be some red in there.
Yeah, hopefully.
Huh, that's a nice one.
Good.
Like I was saying earlier that sometimes when you pick these up, kind of what is on the outside, and you can see all these kind of sort of shapes and colors and things that kind of suggest what might be on the inside, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Not bad.
But that's a fun thing about finding like geodes or thunder eggs and things like that, is that it's always like a surprise. You don't know what's inside. Some of the ones that you least expect, you know, have the most beautiful colors and patterns and things in there. I know, this area looks promising. Jack just found a really big one. Look at that.
That's
Pretty
rare.
huge. Oh yeah. But I like when you see that circular banding and stuff where they can, you know, there's going to be those layers of, you know, of the agate and stuff. Oh yeah. Little Chalcedony. Oops, shit. Looks like a little clam. There's an old cracked one here. You can see that, you can see some of this sort of agate, blue agate material, and then this white common opal in there. Got to be some nice whole, nice round ones around here. Look at all these rocks. Yeah.
Might
Be. Yeah.
decent.
Look at that. Nice. They're out here. It's like one of those things, like it's when you're looking for rocks or arrowheads or things like that, it's like you don't have an eye for it until you find your first couple of them, and then once you find your first couple and you kind of get an eye for the color and the shapes and stuff, you start finding lots of them all over. And Jack seems to be on it right now. He's finding quite a few. Look at the color. This rock, this is so cool. Look at that. Look at all these crystals and agate run through here. Almost looks like a giraffe laying here. Piece of opal. Yeah, there's a little guy. That could be something there.
This one would have been cool.
See that? Oh yeah. clear. You can see the layers. I believe that's where obviously different, you know, whatever, like liquids and things like silica and stuff going into the crevice at different times, and they're going in layers. Yeah, something like that.
And stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think you found a good one. Look at that, it's a beauty. Look at that pig. Nice.
Hard to tell. It's pretty heavy though.
Yeah.
It's round though. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Look at that.
They're all like lopsided and stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, not very good.
That's awesome. Well, half the fun is finding them, and then the other half is to go home and cut them in half and see what's inside. And sometimes it's a dud, sometimes it's, you know, the best thing you found that day. We kind of walked up here a couple miles up this wash, and I think we're going to walk back, see what we can find. We just turned around and Jack found that big one right where we walked before, so hopefully we'll find something on the way back. All right, we are back home with all of our thunder eggs that we found today. We actually did pretty good. You know, it started out slow, but we ended up finding quite a bit. So, because here's a couple of really big ones. Get all this. Some of the more promising ones are some of these real heavy, solid ones. Are heavy for their size. This one seems pretty heavy. That one looks pretty heavy. But what's cool, this one looks like a good one. You can see these sort of like rows, like I don't know, configurations of how the minerals come out in this egg, and that always looks pretty cool. Look at that. This one right here is really heavy for its size too, and has a lot of those same shapes. Anyway, I think we did pretty well. Alright, so now the fun part. We're going to go over here to the saw, and we're going to cut them in half. And that's the fun part, because you never know exactly what's going to be inside. Don't open it yet. All right, now for the big reveal. Yeah, let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's really beautiful. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Let's see, getting sun, a little bit more sun. Look at that. That is really cool. Amazing. Very cool. You can see a big center piece of agate, nice and clear. Have this common opal right here with the rhyolite around, I suppose. An extra veal. Oh yeah. Look at that. How clear that is.
Real.
All that agate. Nice.
Super clear.
Yeah. Super nice. Looks like a lake. You can really see deep down in there. So cool. Alright. Always a surprise. Let's see this one out.
Not much agate.
No. Whatever this material is here, you were thinking it's possibly the opal too?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Interesting.
Still cool looking, but
Yeah. I think that big one's going to be nice. It seems real heavy for its
this
size.
one definitely is.
I suppose you can really feel it when it's hard.
Yeah, it takes a lot longer. And
All right. I have high hopes for this one. Let's see what it is. Oh yeah, look at that.
cool.
That's interesting looking.
Yeah.
It's like a boot. Look at that cowboy boot on it. Look at that.
Yeah. Look at this. I can feel it go from hard to soft, so it hits the agate. And then
So that one looks like a cowboy boot right there. You can see that opal and the agate when it gets, he said you can really feel it when you hit the hard agate. That star-like, I don't know why, I guess when it crystallizes or whatever, has that star-like. One of those, whatever that is. It's kind of cool though. I mean, it's got good color. Yeah. All right.
Pretty cool.
All right, well, there you go. We cut all of our thunder eggs in half, and you can see the variety of different colors and materials that are inside each one. Of course, the first one that we did has that nice big chunky piece of agate in the middle, but it has some of this common opal and some pretty cool colors in there. This one has a lot of opal in there. These are really, it's really cool when you can see these lines in here in that agate. Let's see what else. This is a real cool one. It has that sort of real distinct star pattern that you see a lot of times with these. The top being opal and the bottom being agate there. Let's see. I'm not sure what this material is, but there's quite a few of them with this sort of yellowy, kind of sulfur colored material in there. And anyway, let's see. This one's a cool one. So half of it looks like a cowboy boot, if you can see that, and then the other half looks like a lumberjack with a beard and a hat. That one's kind of fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our little adventure today, going out into the Sonoran Desert. Jack and I really appreciate you coming along with us. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe. It always helps us a lot. And we will see you in the next one. All right.
Arlo and I, we hit the open road.